Hey guys, just wanted to do another quick editorial. Basically updating what's going on. There hasn't really been anything uploaded in the last week. It's been for two pretty normal reasons, really. Maddie P's been sick with the flu during our normal recording times, and we've also had some issues with getting the next episode recorded as well with Danger Dolan and getting the right time teed up with him. So it's been a bit of a crapshoot, and I've been trying to catch up on writing work for Planet Dolan too. So yeah, I wanted to have more up this week and a few more editorials and that, but it just didn't come together. But we will be uploading tomorrow or Tuesday the Rumble in the Bronx episode, and then I should have the Danger Dolan episode the following Monday, so that we're back onto a regular weekly schedule with the Lost Time Movie Club. Other than that, I wanted to basically address something that has really sort of made the whole internet cringe, and that's the recently released Fall Out Boy cover of the Ghostbusters theme song for the new film, featuring Missy Elliott in a... well, she probably comes off best out of all of them in it. This has got to be the biggest marketing blunder or series of marketing blunders of a Hollywood blockbuster in recent memory. I can't think of a film that has made so many mistakes or has failed to do anything to help themselves. They just keep digging. It's like that episode of The Simpsons where it's like, dig up, stupid. They just keep digging and digging and digging the hole deeper. Like, okay, fair enough. They're always going to cop flack for the whole female reboot cast thing. That was always going to get some dickheads on the internet going, oh, but I don't want to be women. That was always going to happen. But the way Sony's team has seemed to have handled this and played into the hate, for me, is just looking silly. Like, there aren't any indications coming out that this film is going to be very good. It feels like this is the kind of film that would have come out in the mid-2000s, which makes it apt for them to have fucking chosen Fall Out Boy. Like, Jesus Christ, guys, 2006 cold. They want their fucking music back. And what I mean by that is, I mean that the kind of thing that started happening when movies were being rebooted or remade all the time, and they weren't really paying proper reverence or respect to the source material. Kind of like how comic book adaptations used to just fucking throw everything out the window, because that's just stupid. No one fucking cares about that. And it seems the same thing here. Like, instead of actually trying to play on the nostalgia, which, I mean, why the fuck would you remake Ghostbusters if you weren't thinking this will be easy money? For us, this will be easy money. We'll remake Ghostbusters and people will go and see it because they like Ghostbusters, because there's a franchise there. If you're not planning to make money on the name and the franchise, then what's the point? Why make it at all? I really don't get it. I don't get where the marketing team is coming from with this, and I don't understand why they would look at something like this, a horrible version of one of the most celebrated theme tunes of all time, and think that this is going to work, guys. This is what we need to release. We need to get this out there. I know, like the day and age of a film having a hit theme tune is pretty much it's been dead since probably around the time like Will Smith stopped making rap videos for since Wild Wild West. But that makes this even more puzzling. Like, why even bother? If you can't make something as good as the original Ghostbusters theme tune, then why bother? Who's going to want this? Nobody's going to want this. Anyone who likes the Ghostbusters theme or is a Ghostbusters fan doesn't want this. So why try and sell it to them? Why not do the market research? You've got the internet in front of you. You've got the fan base right there talking to you, telling you how they don't like the fact that you've basically fucked their franchise in the ass. And then you go and fucking do this. It's not a good promotional tool. Yeah. It's getting them negative publicity, and that'll play for a while, and people will watch the film to see how bad it is because morbid curiosity of audiences, but that's not going to work for a sequel. It's got no future. Like, once you make a shit film, regardless of how much money it makes, you're not going to be able to make a good film after that, and that film's not going to make money either. It's almost like I feel they released that to try and bait more negative press, so that at least people a month before the film comes out would be talking still about the film, regardless if they're talking about it negatively or positively, because obviously there'll be videos like this. There'll be videos coming out, the react videos. You'll have people debating it. You'll have people talking about it. So regardless of if it is fucking ear-bleedingly bad, they're still going to get people talking about Ghostbusters, which in that way, it's brilliant. But in the long term, that's not going to work out for them. And if anything, if that is their intention, it exposes how cynical and really horrible the industry is becoming. if it's more important to you to have a shit film make a ton of money on the first day than it is for your audience and the fan base's enjoyment, then you deserve to have your whole industry crumble. You deserve to have people pirate your movie. You deserve to have money being stolen and lost through poor business practice. And it's sad. It's a waste. It's a waste of talent. The talent that is there, that is in the film, because people try to act like it's just a bunch of idiots making a film. It's not. There's talented people working on it. There's people who poured months and years of their life into this thing. It's an insult to them to do this. I know. I mean, I haven't even talked about the song. The song is just so fucking bad. I remember a few years ago, they were ranking the Ghostbusters theme tunes from Ghostbusters 1, Ghostbusters 2, The Real Ghostbusters, and Extreme Ghostbusters, which are the two animated series. Now, Extreme Ghostbusters always got the short end of the stick because it was sort of this remix version that was like really fucking from the late 90s, like such a product of its time. And I grew up with that show, so I fucking love that theme tune. And that doesn't make it good. I can objectively say it's a bad theme tune, but I still like to hear it. But none of those theme tunes had somebody say a line of, they came in and killed them ghosts. Now, I can identify about like 4 things wrong with that. I mean, 1, right. It's fucking, from a songwriting point of view, it's fucking terrible. Like, they came in and killed them ghosts. And this is Missy Elliott's rap, I think. She's telling a story about how a ghost was in her house. She was scared. She called the Ghostbusters. They came and killed the ghosts. That's it. That's the whole fucking like rap part. So just looking at it from songwriting, fucking horrible thing to do. Lazy. Then, well, you can't really kill a ghost. They're already dead. That's the whole point of a ghost. And thirdly to that, like, if you had fucking seen Ghostbusters, you'd know that Ghostbusters don't kill ghosts. They capture them. It's a pretty important plot point of the film. And for me, that sums up the whole thing. Like, I think the logic and the brains behind this whole fucking endeavor has been just tainted by a money grab. This is what we're going to do, and we're going to get as much money as we can and get out. And yet, that is the Hollywood model. I understand that. I know lots of fucking films do that. But when you look at this constant nostalgia baiting of Transformers, of G.I. Joe, of rebooting and remaking and readapting properties, IPs from the past in order to get you into things. I mean, look at Gem and Holograms. Like, that's the perfect example. That's what this is probably. That's probably not going to be anywhere near as fucking bad as that. But I'm not on here as a fan saying, oh, this is terrible. I'm trying to be as objective as I can and be like, well, is this good or bad? And it's bad. I can't. From an outside point of view, from me, I just feel really fucking sorry for Ghostbusters fans. And sure, I know it's not a big deal. They're going to walk away from it. They don't have to go and watch the film. But after having however many years of cock teasing for Ghostbusters 3, then to have this happen, I think if you took the whole female Ghostbusters thing out of it, if you actually took the fact that this is a movie that has an all-female cast, if you negate that out of it, because that's the ultimate shield for them. Like, anyone who criticizes this film, automatically you're a sexist because you don't want female empowerment? It's got nothing to do with female empowerment. It's got to do with the objectivity of whether or not this is good or bad. Now, the film hasn't come out. I'm not saying that the film's bad. I'm saying that their marketing strategy has been bad, and I'm saying that this song that they put out is bad and doesn't help the marketing strategy, and that the overall attitude that the studio has seemed to have put forward so far has been one of, fuck them, we'll do what we want. And that's what kind of makes the whole thing lose any fun. But I've really tried not to talk about Ghostbusters, and I don't think I'll talk about it in the future because I don't plan on seeing the film. But far out, this is just something else in my opinion. But anyway, guys, we'll be back on Monday with Rumble in the Bronx finally up. So guys, I hope to see you there. Please let me know in the comments whether or not you think I'm a horrible misogynist for basically believing that this film has the worst fucking PR in all the nostalgia mining films that have come out in the last 15 years. I mean, arguably you could say Gem and the Holograms had a worse PR, but they had no PR, so that doesn't count. But yeah, guys, look forward to seeing you on Monday, and as always, make sure to complain at me in the comments. Dead, I think. I mean, look, you're asking me about a game I played 10 years ago, once, and you have, one of the mechanics of the game, which is brilliant, is that you can shoot off individual testicles of enemies. So every enemy, it would go into your targeting thing, and you can shoot off testicles.